In today's video, we're going to be looking at Stellar Converter for OST. So first, before we begin, let me paint a picture for you. Imagine an employee leaves your company and IT immediately deprovisions their Microsoft 365 account to save on licensing fees. 3 months later, legal suddenly knocks on your door because they need to audit that ex-employee's email communications. The live mailbox is long gone, the cloud backup retention period has expired, and all you have left is a single, orphaned 40GB OST file sitting on their old laptop. If you've ever tried to double-click an OST file or import it directly into a new Outlook profile, you already know the nightmare. Outlook blocks you because the file is hard-locked to the original account. So to get that data back, you have to convert that trapped OST file into a universally accessible PST file. And that's what this converter over here is for, okay? So today we're looking at Stellar Converter for OST, which is a tool built specifically to break that lock and rescue your data. I'll leave all the links down below in the description so you can check it out for yourself or follow along with this tutorial. Stellar actually offers two ways to convert OST files into PST files, with the first one being their online converter you can see on my screen right now, and the second one being their desktop software, which I'm going to showcase in just a few minutes. Now, first, let's focus on this online converter I have over here. Now, this is a completely browser-based tool, meaning there is zero software installation required on your machine. You don't even need to have Microsoft Outlook installed on your computer to use it, okay? And as you can see, they've converted over 100,000 files, and the conversion time is only 15 minutes or less. The online tool, which works the best for quick conversions, is actually super straightforward to use. You simply want to go and click on Convert OST File over here, and then you're going to have to sign into your account or create one if you don't have one yet. So in my case, I'm going to have to sign up. I'm going to click on over here, and if you're using it for the first time, you're going to have to do the same thing as well. Here, I'm going to click on Google, but of course you can sign up with email and password as well, which is of course completely up to you. So I'm just going to pick one of my accounts over here to sign up, and then I'll show you how to convert from there. Once you've signed up, all you have to do is click on this Convert OST File button over here, and then you can select and upload your OST file. So I have two of them over here, which are just examples. I'm going to click on this one, and I'm going to click on Open. Then you have to wait for the file to be uploaded. When the file uploads, it's going to look like this, and all you have to do is click on this Start Conversion button over here on the right, and it's going to start analyzing and of course begin the conversion process. Once the file has converted successfully on their servers, you'll get two options down here. The first one is going to be a preview, and the second one is going to allow you to save the PST file onto your computer. So if I click on the preview button over here, it's going to open up a new tab and then of course download an HTML. So you simply want to click on the downloaded HTML, and there we go. As you can see, it's going to open up this preview inside a separate window inside your browser. Now these are just some sample files, but as you can see here, the conversion has been successful. Now, if I go back here, I can also click on a Save PST File, which is going to automatically and directly allow me to download that specific PST file to my computer. So as you can see here, their online service, you can go with the free version if you want to have the file size limit less than 500 megabytes. So in my case, I can use this, but of course, if you have bigger files, you're going to have to upgrade to premium over here, where they up the limit to 5 gigabytes. So I'm just going to click on Download PST here, and it's going to download my PST file onto my computer just like this. Once your file has downloaded onto your computer, you can just open Outlook and go to the top left where you want to click on the File button. From here, you want to click on Open and Export, and you want to click on Open Outlook Data File, which of course is going to allow you to upload the PST file and open it inside your Outlook. So I'm just going to click on here. You want to then find your file inside your File Explorer. So for me, it's inside Downloads, and it's this one over here, the example.pst. I'm going to click on it, and then I'm going to click on OK, and it's going to import it in here. So as you can see here under Personal Folders, if I extend this, here's going to be my inbox, my drafts, and all the other stuff which I just converted from the OST file into a PST file, and it's that simple to actually put it into the Outlook as well. That's how easy it is to use their online tool, and this online version is the absolute best use case for small OST files, one-off conversion jobs, non-technical users, or anyone who just needs a a quick, hassle-free mailbox access. If you remember, at the beginning of this video, I said they also have a desktop version of their software, and while the Online Converter works incredibly well for quick one-off conversions, IT administrators often deal with much larger mailboxes, multiple OST files, strict compliance requirements, mailbox verification, and complex mailbox conversion scenarios, and that's exactly where the desktop solution becomes much more practical. So let's now look at this one as well. There's a lot of features in here, so let's first look at OST Discovery. The desktop software can actually automatically scan your system to find your hidden OST files. So to do this, you want to go to the Home tab top left, and you want to click on Select Outlook Data File. From here, I'm going to hit the Choose Manually button over here. However, if I go to Choose Mailbox Manually, you can simply click on this Find button over here, and you can of course select where you want to find it, and when you click on this button, it's going to scan your system, and it's going to find your hidden OST files on your computer, and it's going to list them down here. But of course, you can also manually select them if you have them stored on something like an external drive or something else. So I'm just going to click on Browse here, and I'm going to find my OST files. There we go. I have two of them, as I showed you earlier, and I'm actually going to use this one now. So I'm going to click on it, and I'm going to click on Open. As you can see, it's going to open just like this, and then all you have to do once the file is loaded is click on the Convert button down here at the bottom right. Now you have to wait for this conversion to finish. And once it's done, the mailbox preview feature is going to kick in. So you simply have to hit this OK button over here, and as you can see, this is a massive differentiator because most competing tools don't actually let you preview data before converting. Now over here in the preview pane, you can basically read through emails, you can look at contacts, you can go and check calendar entries, and even view email attachments before you spend time exporting, okay? So you can just go between folders over here by double clicking on them, and over here you can also see the different emails and their contents and stuff like that, which of course is, as you can see on my screen, quite convenient. Down here you can find calendar, and then over here you have other things as well. Now these things may take a few seconds to actually load in here, but as you can see, you can view all the data. You can go down here to contacts as well, you can go to tasks, and everything is showing as intended. What this preview panel is going to allow you is selective conversion. So instead of exporting a massive, let's say 50 gigabyte file, you can simply uncheck irrelevant folders over here on the left, and of course convert only the specific folders you actually need, which is going to save huge amounts of both time and storage on your device. So make sure you take your time and actually select the folders you need and simply uncheck those that you don't. This is going to be huge. Just actually take a few minutes, go through these, and uncheck those which you don't need. So as you can see, the software is optimized with large OST support, making it highly reliable even when processing massive enterprise-grade mailboxes without crashing at all. Now, crucially, it also completely maintains folder structure over here, which basically means that your inbox, your sent items, and everything else are of course going to look exactly the same after conversion as they did before, which is of course amazing, especially if you want to keep things organized and tidy. So whenever you're ready to save your file, you can simply go to the top left and click on Save Converted File. And from here, it's going to ask you what you want to save it as. You have a bunch of different options. Here, I'm just going to pick PST, and I'm going to click on Next. Now in here, you can then select your destination path, which is essentially the folder where you want to save this. For me, it's going to be good like this. So inside my Downloads folder, it's fine for me. If you want to change it, click on Browse, find your folder, and then of course, select that folder to be saved in. Now from here you can also see it says recover deleted items. Now this tool actually supports deleted mail recovery, which allows you to scan for and resurrect permanently deleted emails that were purged from the mailbox, which is an absolute lifesaver for IT compliance. So if you want to do this, click on this checkbox over here and then click on the OK button, and it's automatically going to start saving your file onto your computer. So the file has been converted and saved onto my computer, and I'm back in Outlook, so I can go to the top left, click on File, Open and Export, and then click on Open Outlook Data File again. And here I want to find the PST file I just converted, so it's inside Downloads for me. And then over here, as you can see, this one is a bit bigger. I'm going to click on it and click on OK. Over here on the left, it's going to pop up Stellar Converter for OST. I can now extend this, and in here, here's my inbox and everything else. Now, I didn't check every single folder just to not get too big of a file, but of course, whatever I checked is now in here. As you can see inside inbox, I can click on each and every single thing. It's going to pop up like this. I can go and open all of these emails just by clicking on them and stuff like that. So, as you can see, same as before, it's super simple to open it up in Outlook as well. So to help you decide which route to take, let's look at how the online converter and the desktop converter stack up side by side. First, the online version is designed for a quick, basic conversion, whereas the desktop version is built for advanced, deep-level data conversion. The online version runs entirely in your browser, which means there's no installation required, while the desktop version is an installed application with much deeper system access. The online option is best suited for small, single jobs, while the desktop option is built to handle heavy, enterprise-scale scenarios. Online tool handles basic requirements with an HTML preview, while the desktop tool gives you a full interactive preview of all emails and all the attachments before you even export. It's also very important to mention when it comes to file size limits that if you're using the online converter, you're going to have the free service of up to 500 megabytes, but if you want to go up to 5 gigabytes, you're going to have to use their paid service. And when it comes to the desktop converter, this is not going to be an issue because the file sizes on there are unlimited. Now let's also take a look at their pricing options. So as you can see here, they have 3 tiers. The first one is corporate, the second one is technician, and the third one is called toolkit. The first one is going to cost you 79 euros, and you can save 20 euros over here. And as you can see, these are all the features. It converts OST into PST formats, and it lists all OST files from the default location. And then of course, it's going to convert all offline mailbox items with free preview. It saves and loads scanned data, it auto-splits large PST files without saving the mail items, and there's also advanced filter options for precise conversion, and as you can see, you can also save the mailbox data in PST, EML, MSG, RTF, or HTML and PDF file formats. Now, when it comes to technician, it's going to cost you 149 euros, and you save 50 euros. So down here, you can see it's going to include all the features in corporate, which is the first tier, and it's also going to allow you to convert multiple OST files in batch. It, of course, offers this feature over here, where, as you can see, it compacts and splits PST files as well. It allows you to export to Live Exchange, and you can also migrate to Microsoft 365. It also exports to MS Outlook, so Microsoft Outlook, and it can also export contacts in a CSV file, and you can click on Read More if you want to know more options it actually offers. Now, over here, if you go for the toolkit, this one's going to cost you 199 euros, and you save 300 euros if you actually go for this one right now. And as you can see, it's going to include all the features of technician, which means it includes all the features of corporate and technician as well, of course. And it's also going to help you repair corrupted PST files. It recovers the mailbox items. It's going to also merge multiple PST files if you want to. It's going to allow you to recover lost password of PST, and it's also going to restore the deleted emails, which is amazing. So again, if you want to read more, you want to click on this button over here, and it's going to show you more options. This one over here is the best seller, but of course, it's up to you with which pricing tier you're going to go. So what's the final verdict, and who is each tool actually for? Now, you should stick to the online tool if you are a home user, have a small OST file, or just need a quick one-time conversion. While on the other hand, you should absolutely go with the desktop tool if you are an MSP, an IT administrator, an Exchange or Microsoft 365 admin, an IT consultant, or a legal or compliance officer, or if you are dealing with a massive mailbox or multiple massive mailboxes. You can check out the links down below in the description as well as in the pinned comment to try out both the online converter and the desktop software for yourself as well.